Stacey Ray's travel tips. Stacey.
Italy is one of those dreamy bucket list destinations that just about everybody wants to experience at least once, and for good reason. It's got everything: jaw-dropping history, soul-stirring art, rolling vineyards, crystal clear coastlines, and food that'll ruin you for life and in the best possible way. But here's the thing that most first-timers don't realize: you absolutely cannot see it all in one trip. You'll drive yourself crazy trying, and you'll miss the magic in the process. So my biggest tip for first-time visitors: start with the classics: Rome, Florence, and Venice. These three cities are iconic for a reason. Rome is the heart of ancient civilization and modern chaos all rolled into one. You've got the Colosseum, the Roman Forum, the Vatican, and about 1,000 years of layered history on every corner. It's gritty, it's passionate, and it will absolutely overwhelm your senses in the best way possible. Plus, the food scene is just mwah. Oof. Think pasta carbonara, Roman artichokes, and aperitivo at a sidewalk cafe. Florence slows things down a bit. This is the birthplace of the Renaissance, home to Michelangelo's David and the Uffizi Gallery, and surrounded by the rolling hills of Tuscany. The shopping here, especially for leather and gold, let's just say, leave lots of room in your suitcase. And Venice, it's unlike anywhere else in the world. It's a floating city of canals, bridges, and faded grandeur. It's romantic, mysterious, and honestly, I find it a little surreal. Wander the alleyways, get lost, trust me you will, take a gondola ride if you want the full cliche, and you should, and try the local cicchetti that pair perfectly with a glass of Prosecco. Just don't expect to find bargain shopping here. Venice is more about the experience than the deals. Once you've done the big three, the real adventure begins. Italy is a patchwork of regions, each with its own distinct flavor, traditions, and vibe. You could spend an entire trip, multiple trips honestly, just exploring the lesser-known corners of this country. Tuscany and Umbria offer that picture-perfect countryside experience. Rolling vineyards, medieval hill towns, farm-to-table cuisine, and some of the best wines you will ever taste. It's perfect for getaways or peaceful solo retreats. The Amalfi Coast and Campania bring the drama. You've got cliffside villages like Positano and Ravello, stunning sea views, and yes, Amalfi is beautiful, but can be a bit overrun in the summer, so timing is key. Northern Italy is chic and cosmopolitan. Milan is all about fashion and design. And the aperitivo scene is next level, while nearby Lake Como gives you a taste of luxury with its elegant villas and dreamy views. In the Dolomites and South Tyrol, you'll find alpine culture with a twist. It's where German meets Italian, and hiking meets hearty mountain food. What about Puglia and the South? Total hidden gems. Think whitewashed towns, olive groves, beautiful beaches, and a more laid-back, authentic vibe. Puglia is still flying a bit under the radar, but it's rising fast. The food here is rustic and soulful. Lots of fresh seafood, handmade pasta, and olive oil that will ruin supermarket brands forever. Sicily and Sardinia, they are worlds of their own. Sicily is volcanic and vibrant. It's rich in Greek and Arab influences, with ruins that rival Rome's and street food that will literally blow your mind. Sardinia is more rugged and wild, with some of the most beautiful beaches in Europe and a fiercely proud local culture. And let's not forget Emilia-Romagna, which might just be Italy's best kept culinary secret. This is the land of Parmesan Reggiano, balsamic vinegar, and homemade pasta. Bologna, the capital, is a total foodie haven, and still relatively uncrowded compared to the more touristy cities. So, the bottom line, don't try to do it all. Pick a few spots, dig in deep, and leave some room for serendipity. And trust me, once it gets under your skin, you'll be back, because one trip is never enough when you're talking about Italy.